Uh, Today, I'll demonstrate my project for CMPE285, which is Stock Portfolio Suggestion Engine. With me is Nikhil, and today I am demonstrating this project. So let me start with the presentation. Let me just take screen. This is our Stock Portfolio Suggestion Engine. It's an intelligent-driven form where we are gathering data from finance APIs and suggesting you which stocks to invest in. This is our team. The backend and all the architecture and finance was done by me and Nikhil, while Siddharth and Gaurav, they worked on the front end part. Very soon we'll show you the project demo. For our tech stack, we have been using Fast API and Pydantic in the backend, along with Y-Finance for financial APIs. For data processing, we're using Pandas and NumPy. And for front end, we have a Streamlit based dashboard. This on the right is our system architecture diagrams. So as you can see, Streamlit UI, which is this component, you can basically view our holdings, metrics, and trend charts, and you can enter your amount and get the investment strategies presented to you. And you have visual representations of all the stock analysis and trend charts. And these are the inner backend structures. Now I'll just take you to the next slide. So our core features are multi-strategy support, where you can select most two strategies and get a suggestion of investment. We have ethical growth, quality, value, and index strategies and dynamic stock selections, all with real-time financial metrics. Then we have momentum allocation. We have a 20-day simple moving average that drives intelligent position and portfolio weighting. Then we have real-time valuation. So our current portfolio will take the past 5 days performance and give you a trend. And the dashboard is very interactive. The extra features that we've implemented is auto refresh. You can configure from 30 to 120 seconds. By default, it is 30, and the live portfolio will keep updating. Then the stock detail view. So you can click on any ticker and it will give you the live metrics of that stock along with the company description. And we have a health check endpoint to always test the system is reliable or not. The key benefit is that due to Y finance integration, we have realistic market conditions. Moving to the next slide, we faced multiple challenges. The data shape was quite variable, so we had to handle it. We had to write code in such way that it could handle different data structures from Y finance. For example, multi-index versus single index. And another key was his challenge was historical data lookup, which also we figured out through Y finance documentation. The second most challenging thing we faced was async operation because there has to be real time. For that, uh, as you can see, synchronous Y finance calls, they used to block our fast API. So we are running them in thread pools to maintain async performance. And we have an iterative UI design, which is very simple and interactive. The takeaways are the real-time financial applications, they must handle imperfect data very gracefully, and they should have fallback mechanism in case failures. And our second takeaway is there should be clear separation of concerns across all backend as well as UI, so that each mode is extensible and adaptable. For our future enhancements, we are using user authentication, portfolio saving, and mean variance optimization, international market support. Currently, it's only limited to US. We also will have risk metrics, that is volatility and sharp rate. So this is the end of our presentation. Now I will run the application and show it to you, and I will pass the mic to Nikhil to demonstrate our test cases. Thank you. So Coming to our, this is me starting the backend. Starting content, we are the, you can see this is our dashboard and the app is running. By default, we have growth investing suggested as a strategy. As you can see, our API status is that API is connected. Now I will ask Nikhil to unmute and carry forward with the test cases.
Yeah, so the first test case will be a basic sanity check to make sure if we give the proper inputs, proper output is generated for basic portfolio generation. So we'll set the amount for now as $10,000 and select the investment strategy as index investing. And then we can simply click on generate portfolio. And here, the expected result will be just to have all the $10,000 being allocated to index funds. As we can see, the index funds like VOO, QQQ are these index funds. And yeah, it is allocated everything to index funding. And below, if we go, we can see the portfolio trend for each day. Next in testing will be to just verify ethical investment logic is correct. So we'll keep the amount same and just change the investment strategy to ethical investing. And the expected result will be just consumer stocks like Apple, Microsoft, and Tesla. And yeah, this list should not ideally contain oil or energy companies like CVX, which is Chevron. And we see expected output like there is no CVX, and we see stocks like Apple, Microsoft, and Tesla in the list. And yeah, if we go below, that will be the trend for this. Yeah. And next, we can just check that value investing logic is also correct. So we'll again keep the amount same and then just change the investment strategy to value. And yeah, click on portfolio generation and see what is the portfolio. Ideally, this table should just populate with traditional stocks like JPM, JNJ, PG, or KO, which are high P growth stocks. Um, Also, Nvidia and Tesla should be there ideally. And yeah, we see those things, and that's verified that value investing is also working fine. Ideally, this is also a good investment strategy for high returns. Um, yeah, so other testing method that is pending is growth investing. So we'll just select growth investment um, for this and verify if it generates portfolio for proper growth strategy, which is like it should have high growth tickers like NVIDIA, AMD, SHOP, or Snow, which it does. And yeah, this is a good check that, okay, growth investment is working perfectly fine. Now, the last one that is pending is quality investing. So we can just select quality investing strategy and generate the portfolio. Ideally, the goal will be here to have high ROE and low debt companies like Microsoft, Google, Visa, and MasterCard. And we see those companies, Microsoft, Google, and yeah. Uh, so these verifies that the quality investing is also working perfectly fine. Also, if you see above that the stocks, I mean the shares allocated, which is like are not equal in quantity. Allocation dollars is different, which is the weight strategy, which is also like verifying the momentum allocation. That is, it is not split equally. If you're given $10,000 or any amount of money, it is not being split equally in the number of stocks. It will give value and more allocation to a particular stock, which performs better. So that is another test case that verifies that. And yeah, so if we see the historical graph at the bottom of this, we can see that the data being shown in the bottom starts from December 9th to December 14th, 15th, which is basically the last 5 days. of the stock performance. And yeah, we can see that in real time here, all the values being shown on which day specifically. That is another feature of ours. And one more thing that is pending is right now we have selected quality investing. We can have different, I mean, we can have multi-strategy combination. Like if we select ethical and investing, let's say, uh, and we remove the growth investing, there is a crossbar. Can you remove growth quality investing and then select index and investing as well? Yeah. So now we have two strategies. We cannot have more than two. And now if we generate the portfolio, we can see few index funds like VOQQQ and other good ethical companies like Apple, Microsoft. So yeah, we see the both of those combined, and which is a good test uh, of showing. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, that is also a good thing that is working fine. And the last thing that was pending is if we set the amount to minimum value, uh, like 5,000 is the minimum value, it works fine. But if we try to set it for something less than 5,000, it doesn't allow it. So that is also a requirement feature that minimum amount should be 5,000. Yeah. And ideally for multi-strategy consumption, we should set the amount to a higher value like 20,000 or $30,000. So the engine in the back end does that, compute the and provide a portfolio based on that properly. And one additional feature that will show will be the auto refresh feature. So if that is selected for a particular duration, we can see that the last updated time at the bottom will change. Um, yeah, so we can verify that as the last updated changes. Right now, it's showing this thing. So ideally, at some time, it will refresh automatically and show that it's working perfectly fine. Yeah. And one additional feature of ours is since we have given the list of each stocks, we can go to each of the tickers, that is the selected stocks, and see their performance and descriptions in real time, the value, other metrics also, and which company it is to get more details. That is an additional feature that we have. So yeah, that's all the features that we have currently. And this was the sample 10 to 12 test cases that we demonstrated. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikhil. Like Nikhil walked you through all the test cases, and this is our UI as you are seeing. Yeah, so this was our project, and this was a collective team effort. And this is the whole set of features that we had uh, specifically for this project. And I hope you guys liked what we did. And yeah, we thank you. And in our presentation, hope we were able to cover everything regarding to our project. And we are looking forward. Thank you so much.